What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. I want to say thank you so much for just the support. We just hit 4,000 subscribers. I think we're at like 4,030. So guys, thank you so much for the love. I really appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the content here in my home, Tampa Bay, Florida, St. Petersburg, Florida, and surrounding areas. Hope you're learning a little bit about the types of areas that I fish, but we got some pretty cool content coming up soon. Going to different states just like we used to, linking up with Yak Tribe members and telling the story on how they fish. So if you got a spot for me, you got the way to make it happen, please let me know in the comments below. I think next we're going to the Smoky Mountains and linking up with the local guy, Yak Tribe guy, and kind of just sharing his story and doing what he does. So it's going to be awesome. Anyways, let's roll to today's footage. Oh, there we go. Well, good morning to you. Hey, buddy. Oh. A nice blow up right there. Hey, buddy. This guy didn't really come out of the water too much. Hey. Good morning to you. Hello. There you go. Right there. Nice snook. Beautiful one. Okay. Okay, buddy. See ya. So there's definitely some context missing from this clip right here. So I was chasing this school of mullet, and you hear from guys all the time who fish bays like this in St. Petersburg, Florida, Tampa Bay area, that you don't really catch reds around mullet. But I've always had great luck. When I see mullet jumping around, to me that just seems like an indicator that something's happening, especially when the tide's falling out and bait's moving and mullet are kicking up all kinds of stuff. This. And so I definitely do still chase pods of mullet, and today, or actually that morning, it paid off with this solid redfish right
Holy
here.
Smokes. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, man. Oh my goodness. Woo! Beautiful red here in Tampa Bay, Florida this morning. 29 inches on top water. My goodness, what a way to start the morning. Let's go. Whoa. This guy got upset. Whew. Okay. Got my little trout. He just smacked it right there. I don't like to mess with these guys on the treble hooks because they're so small and they dance so much, so I always use my pliers first. And I let them dance off the hook themselves since they like dancing so much. There we go. I need to get some bigger trout, like 15, 16, 17, 20 plus. That's what we're looking for. This is a nice little spot because it's like oyster beds and then these, whoa, that was a big red. Oyster beds, and then right now it's low tide, but out around these oyster beds are some deep grass flat pockets. And so even though it's low tide up in there, I can kind of come in here and still have some water that might be holding fish. So we're just gonna stick around here for a minute. Anyways, we got a Tampa Bay Slam today. Oh, little trout trying to hit. We got a bunch of snook, smaller snook, but still got some snook. Got our little trout, we're trying to upgrade that, and we got our 29-inch red. So we're just gonna keep working and trying to upgrade. But successful day. I mean, we got on fish. Right now it's the slack tide, so not too much activity going on. The water's not really moving, the bait's not moving, and so it's just slack tide right now. So got like an hour and a half until water starts coming in until we get a flood tide. I missed it talking to you guys. Got about an hour and a half till we get a flood tide, and that's where all the water starts pushing back into the mangroves. And once that happens, the action should pick up. But to be honest, I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to stay until that happens, just because I should get back home. It's Monday and I want to knock out some work. So you can see like the oyster bed goes like down, 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 down. I'm going to start working like the end of that point that's submerged underwater. It's still really shallow over there, it's just underwater is all. But sometimes that holds some nice fish. Where those kayakers are at, way over there, I have pinned on my map. I've seen some 30+ inch snook over there just hanging around that point. I doubt that they're there right now because a kayaker and a boater blew that spot about 5 minutes ago. So they usually move out and then come back in later. I don't know. There it is. Oh. There you go. All right, safe. Ooh. Look at that, that's a nice one. Oh my goodness. Woo-hoo. Whoa. That is that snook I was looking for over there. Jeez. He was hiding under that branch earlier. I threw a few casts at him, but he did not want it. Unless this is a jack. Might be a jack. I can't tell. Or it could be a red. It could be anything. Who knows? It's probably a jack. What? Oh, it's a snook. And he just got beat up with this lure. Oh man. I'm sorry, buddy. You hit on top of it. Oh.
Alrighty guys, so as you can see, I'm just chilling in the kayak right now, posted up in the mangroves, anchored down. right now we're in slack tide. So here in Florida, we've got the incoming and the outgoing tide, and we really fish the tides here. Not to say you can't catch fish in the slack tide. You definitely can. I mean, I just caught a snook, you know, right over there on the action hat when we were waiting around during slack tide. So you can still catch fish, but there's not as much bait moving and movement in a slack tide. And so I found, for me, in the areas I fish, the fish aren't as active. And I love throwing topwater, and they're just not as aggressive. They're not, you know, as you can see, like, look how shallow it is, you know. So the fish, they're not in the mangroves right now, and I love getting that kind of content. And so when we hit this slack tide, I kind of just post up and just lay on my kayak and take a little bit of a nap, close my eyes, find some shade, and just wait for the tide to start coming in. And so there's not always an accurate measurement on the tide. And so what I do is I'll come over here, especially when I know it's slack tide and it's been slack tide for a minute, I'll come over here and just find like a stick or, you know, a shell or something like that. And I'll just kind of say, well, when the water gets to right there, then I know it's time for me to go and start fishing again. Or what I'll do is I'll just be quiet, you know, and I'll just listen for snook to start popping in the mangroves. And once I hear that, I'm up, I'm out, and I'm moving around looking for fish. But right now it's slack tide, so it's break time.
So obviously I'm in my car. I took a little nap, and I mean, it wasn't too long, but when I woke up, I realized, man, the tide's moving in real slow. And so I rechecked the just like the tide apps that I have, and I realized where I was at today, it wasn't going to be high tide until like 5:45, and then, you know, then fishing and all this kind of stuff. And oh man, it was just, nothing was really happening too much. So I went ahead, packed it up, and just left. I mean, I had a pretty good day today. Caught a nice red, caught some smaller snook, small trout. You know, it was a good day catching fish, and you know, a great way to start the work week. So man, that's pretty much it. Loaded up the kayaks, on my way home. Gonna go knock out this edit, you know, hang out with my family, and probably have a late lunch, early dinner, and then get to work. So I appreciate you guys watching this video, man. Thank you so much for everything. I'll catch you on the next one.